Whoa, me again. Yeah, look at the video. Try to step softly and speak authoritatively and such. Yeah, I should be used to that. Anyway, get to it, Gary. Okay, I'm gonna mess with this. Yeah, when you can't even think of the title, you know this is gonna get convoluted. But it's basically about this desire mechanism, this what keeps us in the game. So it's about the game, and I'm trying to say the game is big. You know, the whole universe is really big, the big game, and we're matter in the context of that big game. And we can see that we're sort of, you know, we're doing this molecular thing, this DNA molecule replicating. Okay, yeah, you've heard me talk about that. But beyond that, let's go a step further. But just understand that's the context. That's the initial motivating mechanism, is just the sheer excitement of the surface of the earth. Being excited, energized, vibrated by the sun, this fiery thing way up there, way over there. Okay, it's not up, right? Way over there, the fiery thing is putting a bunch of photons all over this place. Other kinds of, different kinds of energy bands, let's just say, bands of energy, types of energy, forms of energy, I don't know, whatever. And it's exciting the matter. So you have it's exciting the atmosphere, it's exciting the surface, it's doing all kinds of stuff, and through time, it's like just vibrating and vibrating. And what's being happening through all that vibration is a filtering process is taking place. And molecules have been bounced into each other and forced into association with each other. They've been combined and mixed through all this vibrating. And then part of the vibration initiated this replication thing. And the replication thing mutates and changes through the vibration also. The vibration causes errors and causes mistakes and causes things to mess up. And through the messing up, the programs get rewritten. It's like you're at the drafting table, drafting the architecture, and the table vibrates and the room vibrates a little and your drawing gets fucked up. And that's sort of happening to biology. And it does this evolving thing through that mechanism of screwing up, of vibration, of noise, of excitement. And so it creates these mechanisms that, we are. And we're still playing that rudimentary game in a fundamental way, in the sense that you got to feed the machine, and you can't replicate until you get the parts to replicate. So in some sense, we're playing a very crude game, part of our biology. And the other part is this brain thing that is also feeding on interactions. Vibrations come in, people say words, different stuff. It vibrates your brain in a certain way, and it vibrates an echo, where you say one word, blue, and my brain turns it into whale, or smoo, whatever way it chooses to go, with a rhyme or with a adjective, adverb, blah, 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 all that kind of grammary crap. But just more vibrations in a way, in a sense. And anyway, so the game. Yeah. So the game is just interaction. It's not so much action as it is interaction. All right. The game's doing stuff. The brain's doing stuff. The body's doing stuff. All this stuff is excited and is energized by that original source. And so we're in this. So now we're sort of like the little football players on the vibrating, when you're a kid, in my day when you were kids, you could buy a game where a piece of metal vibrated and you put army men on it, basically, as if they were hockey players or whatever, and they vibrated playing the game by vibration. And that's essentially what we're doing. We're just these little dopey players put on this vibrating plane of natural selection, evolution, and now civilization. And civilization vibrates, the stuff happens, and we bounce around and react based on how heavy we are or how crookedy our piece is. Like some pieces would just spin around in circles, because they just weren't balanced right for the kind of vibration that was going on. So you can almost argue that, people like me are sort of a little player that's spinning around in a circle in the corner, because it's not conducive. The vibration of civilization is not harmonic. It's not consistent with getting good animation out of me. I can't play the way the game is intended to play because the vibration is inconsistent. If it was a quicker vibration or slower vibration, my player would be kicking ass. But it's the wrong vibration for my kind of player. And we have a lot of that going on in the world. Okay, so you got a lot of little broken players not playing the game right, not doing their, consumption, reproduction, acquisition, and death thing with a smile on their face. That's just the way the vibration bounces, so to speak. That's just the way it is. That's the way the game plays. And so for the ones playing, though, the ones doing consistent with the vibrations, the ones more conducive to playing out the game the way the game's intended to be played, they're caught up in this psychology thing that, well, I'm really motivated to go do this and go do that because I'm going to acquire something. Whoa, scared me, you snake. It's a big one, I think. He rustled a lot of leaves. Snake. Man, why am I going to mess with a water snake? That's not a good idea. They do bite. They'll kill you, but they're just nasty bastards. But see, they're vibrating snake. It's snake vibration. And snake vibration just isn't, conducive to circly guys spin around circle vibration. So they're just not compatible because they're designed, they've been filtered, they've been constructed, filtered to do a different thing. So anyway, we're constructed to do this acquisition of our desire thing. So we have this motivating mechanism, this, sometimes completely encompassing, controlling, like, holy shit, am I horny? Kind of sensation we're capable of. We're just so into the game sometimes. Ooh, the poop vibration. It's vibrating at the right, sending out the right little essences of itself into the atmosphere. The little flies are vibrating it the right way to say, ooh, that smells good, I'll get me some of that. So anyway, that's beside the point. So you're motivated by this mechanism of desire and attachment. I think it's just such a key word. I mean, it's hard to put that into the right words. The mechanism of attachment. But I mean, it is the passion, is the attachment, like a molecules attaching to each other. There's this strong forces and weak forces of attachment in molecules and in atoms. And there's definitely a function of attachment that we're still modeling. So here, that crude force way down in the quanta of the structure is still echoing into this layer. We're still controlled by the same kind of mechanics, much like the sun creates gravity that the earth is trapped by, how that has a similarity to the trapping of the photons or the electrons around the nucleus of the atom, the same themes repeat themselves. And we have this theme of attachment and strong attachment versus weak attachment. And then, there's repulsion also, but we won't mess with that for now. Because what we're really wanting to get to in this video is the gameplay. And the gameplay is our attachment to the goal. This idea that there is a place we're going, that we're going to get somewhere in playing, that there's something to be accomplished, and that is the acquisition of maintaining our attachments. So I'd almost say that you can sort of see this revealed in our psychology and in how people have automatic defense mechanisms. It's like when people accused Michael Jackson of child molestation, they wouldn't believe it. Yeah, they just wouldn't. And they basically engineered a truth to suit their fantasy, that it couldn't be. It couldn't happen that way. He's Jesus Christ. He wouldn't play with a kid's winky. So they just engineered a truth because they didn't want to have to break their attachment. It was a strong force, and they didn't want to have to separate. They just wouldn't let it be pulled away from them, their icon, their idol. And you see this all the time. This is why celebrities get off all the time. The OJ phenomenon. And you see it in how people associate themselves with their life, with their culture, with their society, with their town, with their kind, with all these things they attach to, and they don't want to accept reason or cause for separation from this attachment, this developed relationship, and even dependency. They become dependent on the structure. I would be very uncomfortable if I was transported to a new world and had to learn new paths to walk and accept new vibrations that were unfamiliar. It would be obnoxious to my sensibilities, to have to become reacclimated and learn to make it a comfort food, to feed on it in any real way, because I'm so used to feeding on what I've been feeding on. And so in this argument, to get to the bigger picture of what people are attached to when they are glorifying or amplifying their existence and existence itself, they're not rationally talking about something in the world. They're talking about their comfort. They're talking about something they are attached to, a notion of purpose, a notion of function, a notion of self-exemption. It's like people will defend capitalism because they want to avoid having to accept responsibility for the injustice it creates. It's almost a defense mechanism to avoid accountability for the dirtiness of their own participation. They don't want to be associated. It's like the celebrity thing going bad. They don't want to have to recognize accountability for rooting for rapists or something. They don't want it to be tarnished because the whatever corrosion is on it will get on them. And so people become very invested in notions of function, only because those notions are part of what makes them able to play the game. That's how they're able to see purpose in the game. If they were spinning around and had time to think, they'd realize, oh, scoring goals doesn't matter. Spinning around is stupid, but scoring goals doesn't matter because they're not attached to it. They don't see any, they haven't become dependent on it. Their sense of themselves has never been oriented to be a goal scorer. So the game is different, and their personal game, and so through that, the fact of having a different game makes it easier to see the flaws in the other games. I guess that would be it. That's the real challenge, is to separate yourself enough from the game to see the game from different places and angles, and recognize that what is making you defend the game, what's making you see purpose and function in stuff that's just way overpriced. Why are you defending the broken widget salesman? Because he's your uncle? All of a sudden, selling broken widgets is admirable because your uncle's doing it? Something like that. Oh, God, I feel kind of like crap. Kind of like crap. Or like shit. But I don't know. I feel more like crap or more like shit. It's just, I don't know. I'm just not running on proper fuel, or I don't have enough oil, or some kind of idiot lights flashing. Alright, no new holes. Good. Okay. Anyway, let's see how things go. Maybe another video more, but we'll see. I think I said enough here. But it is just the psychology. I mean, come on, it's all psychology. There's no rationality to any of this crap. The only thing rational is how you're rationalizing function and defending, creating phony and fake arguments to defend nonsense. Ow. Oh, man, I bad wrist. I need an overhaul and such. Anyway, next time. And another very nice day in the neighborhood. Yeah, I wish I could get motivated. Nice weather for going up the mountain up there. It's very interesting up there, upstream. So maybe I'll wait till the leaves change a little bit more. And maybe I'll have the ambition to take the cameras and do something interesting. But man, yeah, no energy. Anyway, the summer was kind of a nothing, but this weather's really been nice for this time of year, so I shouldn't complain too much. Maybe I'll get I'll go down this way. Finding a place where you don't get fenced in or prickered to pieces. Whoa, now that doesn't look like any fun at all. I gotta find a better path than that. Yes. So anyway, where was I? Okay, the subject is, the whole mechanism of pursuit, desire, comfort. This whole idea of these, like even looking at these bushes, they're just annoying, nasty bushes, but when they change color and, ow, it just somehow makes them worthwhile. Ow. Except for the fact that they're poking holes in me. Bears hide in them. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Slipped in the prick. Anyway, So the game of pursuit, the game of comfort, pursuing comfort. And that's the funny part of it, right? Because I think that's really what we're doing. We're pursuing comfort. We want to reclaim our wholeness. I mean, I've made that argument before, but like I said, you just sort of feel it with the sun, especially. You can kind of feel the metaphor of the recharged battery, and the idea that it's filling you up for the fight. Or in a way too, it does give you that kind of feeling where you just want to stay in the moment. The peaceful sensation. When you find a nice moment in time and space, you kind of want to just stay there. You just kind of suck it in, kind of live there, because it's tranquility. Yeah, that's a good word. Too bad certain YouTube users sort of ruin the word, but it is a concept that seems very important to what it is that we're doing, is trying to find that tranquility. And yet we are so possessive about the method of finding it, so prejudiced or biased, or I guess I shouldn't use those words, but so glued to a certain appropriate way to get it, to have it. You don't want to be a retard. You don't want the bliss of ignorance. But you don't want to pay for this tranquility thing. So I am picking up the plastic bottle this time. Doing the right thing. Not ignoring it, as I did yesterday. So anyway, I didn't ignore it. I guess I did. I recognized it, and just this mechanism that is me didn't stop to do anything about it. So I was evil-ish. Alright, so anyway, there's no point in beating this one to death. So I don't know if I have any new words to add. Yeah. But there's just such a context to how we live. And there's just so much energy people are expending, in defending setting ourselves up for failure. I mean, it's just so hard to not only gain the tranquility, but to maintain the tranquility, to keep it. So hard you just can't put it in a bottle and go there and wherever you want. So anyway, I don't know if that's the theme I wanted to end on. It's not really the point. But anyway, it's the point I'm ending on. I'm tired. I don't want to have to think anymore. Thinking disturbs my tranquility. Yes. Kind of just want to enjoy my walk and allow it to soothe me and comfort me and relax me. And there's some more crap for me. Jeez. Ow! God damn it. That must have been during the flood that got stuck there. Ow! Damn, prickers. Oh, I guess the prickle bush grew with the piece of plastic on it. Maybe that's what happened. So yeah, it flooded for a while. So anyway, till the next time, and such, and so forth, and whatnot. I mean, really is just so nice Yeah. Anyway, till next time.